ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to episode 291 of Grown Women Gaming. And of course, we have a full house today.
Yeah.
It is like we reached way over yonder. Where over yonder is, I have no idea. But we went way over yonder, grabbed some folks, and brought them back home with us. I would like to welcome to the show today Miss Doomcutie and Miss Jen. We love to see them here. And so we're going to do our introductions, and then we're going to get into our topics. But please, I just want you to make this we do have guests today, so please try to behave. We would hate to have to kick some folks out. But technically, Jen has been here her second time, so she's kind of family. Doomcutie, you're still a guest, so you got to ask permission, like get something to drink out of the kitchen. You know, Jen can get it for you. But fair enough. So next time you come, then you be family. But so because she's still new, chat, please be kind. Y'all can ask next week, okay? Cool. All right, so we're gonna do our introductions. I don't even know how to start because.
Right.
Go around. Make a circle.
Oh, make a circle. Okay, well then Boogie's below us. Boogie, what have you been?
I was hoping you went that way, but
my bad.
Too late.
Why is it always like this? Every week we're like fighting not to be first.
Because y'all forget what y'all be doing.
I know.
You can't be shy. We're online now.
No.
Yeah, I know, right?
No.
Yeah. Well, I haven't been playing too much, but I did get a chance to play some Helldivers with Lady. Both times playing with Lady because she, it's my girl. But playing Helldivers, and then last night we played the finals, and we had a great time playing the new mode. It's a 5v5. It's very fast paced, but like we already had a group of 4, and playing with at least. I feel like playing with people you can talk to, you can strategize with them is what like made it work. It was like, it didn't even matter who our 5th was because we had a strategy for how to take over the spot and how to, set our stuff up. And so we were going. I mean, it was just wiping people.
Nice.
So yeah, I enjoyed it. I like what they're doing at the finals. I like what they're doing with Helldivers. Yeah.
So wait, before it was 3v3 instead of 5v5?
Yeah, so all the other modes still are 3v3.
Okay.
And 3v3 can be difficult, because once you lose one person, it's just like so hard to keep the momentum going. But yeah.
All right. And one of our special guests, Miss Doomcutie, please introduce yourself to the people. Tell them where you're from, where we grabbed you from, what you play, where they can find you.
Wow. Your life story, your bank details, credit card details, blood type. Hello, everyone. I'm Doomcutie. I am Australian. If you couldn't tell, please don't mistake me for New Zealander or British. We get offended because Australians are actually like British convicts. So we're the baddies. We're the baddies. We were so bad, they kicked us out of England. Just ask Jen. I am the creator and host of Confessions of a Gamer Girl, which is an all-female gaming podcast in Australia. I've been podcasting for almost 3 years now, and it's a lot of fun. Really passionate about amplifying the voices of women gamers, inspiring, educating, and just having a great time. Obviously, it's amazing to be here. It's a miracle that we got this together finally. So praise be, and and I can't wait to get into all these topics with you, ladies.
All right. Okay. Have you played anything interesting this week that you can talk about?
Oh, I have been playing the Master Chief collection.
Oh wow, MCC.
I know, a bit of an oldie, but it is on Game Pass, so go off. The mode, and I put this on my Instagram, the mode where you can like flick wherever you are, whether it be a cutscene in the middle of a fight to the 2001 version of the game, and then the 2014 version, breathtaking. Literally, my heart stopped. It was so good, so beautiful. And if any franchise out there deserves the remaster treatment, it's my man, Master Chief. Just saying. So yeah, I've been getting into that, and also I've been doing a lot of fighting with my daughter over Power World.
Are you a good Power World owner?
Well, she's not, unless they're cute.
Wow, so she's fickle.
She really is, and you know what? She doesn't deserve anything but the best. But she obviously hasn't gotten to know them. She doesn't know the inside of the pals. You know what I mean? Anyway, there was these. She got these really cute. I don't know their names, like flame tiger things, and she's like, "Mum, they're so cute." And I'm like, "Why are they in a cage?" And she's like, "Well, I don't want them to get hurt out there. I don't want them to die, but also I don't want to make them work. So they're in a cage."
Wow, interesting.
So we had to have this conversation about like animal cruelty. Anyway, the joys of gaming and parenting. Love that.
Hey. Okay. All right. Is that all?
Oh yeah.
Okay, well, cool then. Miss G, what have you been playing this week?
Do you know, that's the first time I've been asked that question on a podcast, and my answer is not going to be Diablo or Baldur's Gate 3.
Oh.
Games, I know.
Wow.
Branching out. I can't believe it. So I've been playing WWE 2K24.
Damn. Please tell me. Sorry. Please tell me. Who's your favorite? Who's your fave in there? And please tell me there's only one correct answer.
You know who it is. It's Rhea Ripley. Yeah.
Hey! Yes.
Yeah.
She's Aussie and she's hot. Like, flaming hot.
I know, right?
Rhea Ripley. You are. Anyway, go on. Sorry.
Yeah.
So I used to play wrestling games when I was like a teenager with friends and stuff, and then since then haven't picked up one. I'm not generally a fighting game person, but I've just been really enjoying the wrestling recently, which sort of made me pick up the game, and I've been having a blast with it. Actually, it's a lot of fun. There's so many different modes. You don't just wrestle. There's like a little mode, a bit like Football Manager, but for wrestling. Like you put on your own show, and you're trying to get good ratings with the audience. That's my favourite part at the moment of it. Strangely, rather than the actual wrestling itself. But there's also a mode where you play like classic WrestleMania matches, and it will flick back to real footage of the actual match as it happened as you're doing the moves. It's really, really clever.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I've been playing that, and now and again I've been playing a bit of Balatro. Probably talked about that on Twitter as well. It's a very, very addictive poker game, roguelike. It's very, very hard to explain. You just have to play it to see how addictive it is.
Poker roguelike.
Yeah, so that's my handheld game at the moment. I've been playing that on handheld, and then on the actual Xbox playing WWE.
That sounds like a game that Lady might be interested in. You like poker games, right?
I sure do.
Have you tried it?
I have not.
Oh, it's like $8 or something ridiculous. It's really, really addictive.
If it's on PC or Xbox?
Both.
Oh, you gotta send me the info. I do love a poker game. I do love a good poker game.
Yeah, you just try and get high scores by playing better hands, but then you get like trick cards and try and cheat your way through the round. And then eventually you have to like achieve an impossible or seemingly impossible score, and you'll fail and you have to start all over again and get new cards. Ooh. So that cycle, it's got that like addictiveness to it, like Vampire Survivors, but with a card game. That's the best way I can explain it.
Okay, I'm curious. So definitely like send me the info, and it's $8. It's $8.
Yeah.
All right.
But yeah, just those two for me.
All right, Miss Delilah.
So for me, first of all, welcome everybody. Thank you for joining us this beautiful Saturday. What have I been playing? Prince of Persia. I'm stuck. I'm completely stuck in that game. I'm at this one point in the game where you have to do this timed trial type thing to unlock a set of doors, and I'm completely stuck. And I've been playing it over and over, and I can't unlock these doors, y'all. Like, it's a problem.
I hate things on a timer as well. That would.
Yeah, it's on a timer, and I'll get there, and then I have 1 second left, and I panic, and it's just it's a problem. So after doing that for like 30 minutes to an hour, I was like, okay, I'm done. So that's really been the only game I got to play. Y'all know that Halo Infinite is my typical go-to game. So obviously I play that on the regular, but yes, it's been Prince of Persia, the new side scroller 2.5D base game.
You know they announced DLC for it, right?
I know. And I'm scared now because I'm stuck. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get to it.
How hard are these doors in this DLC?
Right. Can I bypass what I've been on already to get to play the DLC? Because I mean, and it's clear that these doors lead to like the main part of the main story. So it's something that you have to use your abilities to get past. And I don't know. I guess I don't have the reflexes anymore or whatever, but I'm gonna keep trying.
I don't know. You were doing pretty good at PAX.
This is different. I promise you, this is different. This is more than just jumping, to a ledge. This is like
you gotta show me the problem.
Okay, so
intrigued.
What it does is your character, and then you go through a door, and it splits you into 3, and you have to use those 3 other 2 versions of yourself to hit these pressure points in the room to unlock a door, and you have to do it all on a timer. So you have 7 seconds per character. So you go through one instance of it, 7 seconds, and another person 7 seconds, and then you 7 seconds in order to get to the door. And I keep messing up the timing.
I needed inhaler just listening to that.
I know. Like as soon as you said you split into 3, I was like,
You just lost interest.
No, 7 seconds. She had me at every character is 7 seconds. I'm like,
yeah, it's 7. And some of them are less. Oh
wow!
The first one I did pretty easily. I'm like, okay, cool. I got the concept. When I got to the other 2, I'm just like, yo, this is next to impossible.
Don't you love when games do that? They're like, this is how you do it. Now this is level 100. That's the next
right,
one.
Exactly. And it was what was I gonna say? Like there's a difficulty spike. Like it's no in between. It's like this is easy, and then now this is super hard.
Right.
So what I'm gonna do is I probably should just watch a few YouTube videos. Probably fine, because I'm pretty sure somebody has posted how to get past it. Yeah. And so that's what I'll do, because I really want to complete this game, because the story is very intriguing. I love the way they kind of wrote it in, and it has like the Sands of Time elements into it. I love it. So I hate that I'm stuck, but we'll see.
All right. And Miss Lady.
Good afternoon / evening / good morning. It's Lady Infamous 415. I'm gonna tell you, I was waiting. I was like, I can't wait till Boogie asked me to play Helldivers, because I knew that's what she was gonna do. I was just ready. I was ready.
It was like just as soon as I could,
as soon as she was, when she was well enough, she was like, what you want to do? I was like, what you want to do? So they had a new update, and I did not this most recent one because
it's the mechs in the
we played the one where you had the mechs, but they've had another update.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So the higher levels are, you have to play with a team. You have to communicate. You cannot go solo. You cannot be aiming your stratagems everywhere. It's really that hard and difficult in the 8-9 levels, like level 8, level 9. But I have fun. I always enjoy my time with LBOOGIE, and we always accomplish stuff, because she's looking for the rare samples, the common samples, the medals, all that.
Maximize my time. I ain't out there just, willy-nilly playing.
We don't mess around.
Yeah. So I do got one question though, Boogie. So does Lady run off on her own still?
All the time. You be like, where's Lady? I pull up the mini map. She's that way.
I'm like, let me go get these bugs. Yeah.
Just so Jen.
And then she always dies too. I'm like,
I don't die. I die a lot, but not all the time.
Ain't that the same thing?
No, it's a little different.
Okay, if you say so.
I'm that person in the party, aren't you? Yeah.
So just to fill you two in, Doom and Jen, Lady's notorious for playing multiplayer games with you and then going off on her own in the middle of the match.
Especially as soon as shit pops off.
Moral support, not practical help.
I'll say as a fellow, I'm here for the vibe. You brought me onto the team for the vibe, not my skill.
Hey,
You know,
It's definitely the vibes. It's
yeah,
definitely the vibes.
I get it. Go off. have a good time.
So I'm enjoying Helldivers. I'm renewing my PS Essentials just to play. So
Right.
you're doing something right. You're doing something right. I told myself they got like month-to-month basis with me because I'm not.
For real. I have not bought like a bigger subscription.
No,
PlayStation is
month
on,
at a
like,
time. I'm like,
month-
you good?
month to
Are we
month
still playing?
basis.
Wait, do you get something special for having like a different tier? Is that
No, I just got
Play
the regular
online.
basic. I think
Yeah,
it's $9.99, so I can
okay.
talk and play
You have to
online.
have
I
it
don't
to
got
play
that extra.
online, you know. 'cause-
I'm not trying to get the games or
Oh.
nothing. I'm not even paying attention to nothing they got. I just wanted to play with my friends online. That's what I got it for.
Because they do the
Yeah,
same
see,
thing.
I don't.
as
You know how much I
Xbox
pay for
now.
playing online Helldivers too.
Because you on PC.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
Yeah, you play on PC.
Exactly. That's my point.
But the only reason why I
Yeah.
told you the only reason why I bought it on PlayStation is because this thing is lonely.
sorry.
It's
Sorry.
it's sitting over here by its lonesome.
Yeah, I thought a tear.
Yeah.
My allergies.
Yeah, it's pollen. It's pollen out here, my bad.
Almost springtime. Put some work in the PlayStation. What's wrong with that? Utilizing what you got. I mean, that's nothing.
Yeah, I
it's
mean,
totally
it would force you to have something, multiplayer to play over there. But
Look, my PS5 is my God of War machine. All right.
Yep.
my ones and dones. My
I need to
single
do the
player
expansion. Did you
campaign.
play that?
Who, me? No.
Doom. Did you play the expansion for God of War?
Yes.
I
Yes.
need to do it.
Mm.
is it good?
It's more of the same, but I mean, look, I enjoy.
I mean, God of War
consistency.
Ragnarok was more the same.
Well, yeah, but like also,
But do you play that for the story?
you get to look at a god for
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, I can deal with
That's
that.
true.
All right, and let me see. Also, I played the finals, which was, I mean, after I switched from light to heavy, we was winning games last night, and I'm telling you, if you ain't playing with your crew, you shouldn't be playing the finals because that's the only way you're gonna really
Yeah.
win matches.
It's like both of those games. You have to have a lot of coordination in both of those games.
Mm-hmm. And I'm glad I didn't uninstall the finals. I know you was
Oh.
gonna, I don't. Yeah.
She knew you
Last-
did that.
I'll be back. Yes. Lastly, I'm playing Final Fantasy 14 online, and that's like I get off work, I decompress, I kill 45 minutes to an hour just doing all these side missions, and I'm almost level 14. I still ain't got no job. I'm just like,
You can just walk over
Why
and
you ain't
grab
got no
one.
joint? Like they throwing them out like candy.
so the actual missions are the jobs, but then
No.
you guys have a specific job, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
I'm,
you
a,
can. You,
I'm a botanist.
I
I'm a
don't, I don't
leathersmith type person.
see,
Oh, cute.
I don't know what job I got if I have one.
Oh my
But
god.
I'm
You have to
not-
go. You have to go get it. Like you have to go and choose. It's like a, I don't know, 8 or so. Probably more. And you just
Yeah,
have to
like
go.
I
and
saw
choose.
carpenter, leather worker.
Leather worker. That's what I am. Leather worker.
Yeah, like there's
See.
plenty. I need lady.
Maybe I just don't know where I'm going to go pick up
Maybe
the
that's
job.
it. You know
That's
she's not
exactly
reading
what it-
nothing. Like skip, skip.
Damn. Damn.
I
know, lady. Listen, y'all. I watch her streams. I know, lady. Like,
I she ain't wrong. Like I feel like
look.
if I'm not there to read it for y'all, y'all might not read it.
Look. To my defense, all I read is what I gotta do and where I gotta go, and where
She
I
got a
gotta drop
point.
it off.
There was a lot
yeah, I
of reading
mean,
in
but
this game.
really, that's
So
all
the
you.
game didn't prompt you to go get a job, so you don't know where to go.
Okay, look. Next time we play Final Fantasy 14 online, we're gonna find a job. I want to be like,
I
hold on.
mean, I ain't playing that shit.
why not? Because of the graphics. Because of the graphics.
Yeah.
That and I
Wow.
Final Fantasy is like.
Look,
not
at least she's
my-
honest.
my bad.
That part.
Wow.
Yeah. So But yeah, I'm still doing it.
You know, lady, you don't have to get a job. Like you don't. That's how that game's built. You don't have to necessarily.
Okay.
Yeah, you can just bounce around and look pretty and ask for tips.
Yeah,
I do.
But you do it without the money, though.
Oh, without a job, or get one.
All I'm doing is collecting jobs, doing my job, and getting paid. That is all I'm doing in the game. I didn't even buy no outfits. I didn't go get nothing extra done. I'm just bouncing, doing missions, grabbing coin all day. You know what I mean?
So you haven't spent any money on new gear.
Wait, real money or
no. Well, I'm sorry. What?
In-game money. Let's be real. Okay. In-game money. Guild.
I know you can spend your real money on that game like that.
You can.
Yeah, you can.
I will not. Oh, but no. I the only thing I spend my coin on is if I'm too far from complete my mission area, I'll just go to that location and spend the coin to get there. But other than that, I get missions that give me stuff like armor or a headpiece or some boots, and then I'll just, if it's higher than what I got it, and if I don't, I just sell the rest. I'll be flipping shit.
She has no idea about any of the lore. Don't ask her about Final Fantasy lore, but she will tell you how to get cute boots in a mission.
Yeah. I mean, you gotta be drippy sometimes. You gotta be drippy. They can. Why can't I'm working that's like my goal in the game. Is I want to be dripped out.
Fashion is in game, boo.
Yes, I'm telling you, it just don't transcend to just regular people.
The priorities.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Yo, why can't I be cute when I'm killing this monster? Like,
I know that's right. Like, can my stuff match? Can my stuff?
All right, so we got to get to topics. So
yeah. How do you guys want to do this? You want to do pick at random or
Wait, but Cherise still got a. What you been playing, Cherise?
Oh, my bad. First of all, Final Fantasy 14, but I actually know what I'm doing, unlike Lady. I actually read I am a glorified healer. I will heal you to the utmost. I might not kill shit, but I will heal you. Support only. I've played Genshin Impact because they have a cute little event where I get to run a shop. And I play my online dating game because I don't know, it's just cute and adorable.
I've never heard anyone describe Tinder like that.
Oh.
My husband might be listening.
But for real.
Sorry.
But for real, Cherise, what's the name of the game? I gotta know the name of this dating
Which
game.
one? I'm playing two.
Oh my god, girl.
The one on my phone is called Love in Deep Space, and it is freaking adorable and semi-trauma inducing. The one on my Switch, but I really dusted off. I literally dusted off my Switch, found it, had to plug it up for 2 days. It is called Sympathy Kiss or something.
Oh wow.
Yeah, girl, I don't know. It's just
how you
cute.
Be finding these games? You like the only
Look
one.
Here, Google and Facebook and Amazon have they have me locked in. They already know and hey,
the
cute
algorithm.
shit. Yeah, send it to her and she's gonna buy it. And there you go.
The algorithm is algorithm.
Right.
Yeah. What else? And that's about it. I think that's all I played this week. But yes, go ahead, Boogie. What you gonna say? You said how do I do this? Round robin or
go ahead.
Yeah.
Go. Want me to go?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. I didn't know how we wanted to run it. If we wanted to go just top and bottom, or
because the first thing I had on there, since you all mentioned it earlier, was the gas games. You all mentioned that you're playing the finals and Helldivers 2, and so I had some questions about that. A lot of companies are starting to kind of make this their focus with development and switching. Even they're going from creating first player games to placing online features in their single player games. So I just want to get your general thoughts on the gas game boom, and if you think it's going to be something that continue for the industry. Or do you think that single player will always have a place right now? Anybody can go first. All right, go ahead, Doom.
Look, there's a lot of us, and it cost nearly half an hour to get through the intros, so I'm up my hand.
Right?
I think there always will be a place for single player games. Those are very story driven, and like, I don't know about you, but I've cried more in single player games with really rich, deep storytelling than I have in games as a service games.
Right.
So I think it just depends on the kind of gamer that you are. Also, if I think about it from, and I'm going to put my parent hat on again, like, I don't necessarily want my child to play too many games that are a service. I would much rather them play kind of like the episodic, like Mario is great. Like, Nintendo's fantastic doing that, even though everything is so expensive around it.
Like jump in and jump out.
So that I think it's more appropriate for younger gamers, but I think as adults we probably resonate a little bit more because we do seek variety in our gaming, whereas kids are just like, oh my god, this is amazing. But games as a service are more profitable from a business perspective. So I think we will see it more, but I don't think that will mean that single player games will go.
Yeah, I would agree. Just because, like, as someone who plays games as a service games, they get stale very quickly, right? Because there's no story to keep you like occupied there. So they have to continue to innovate. And if they don't, then, the game falls out. I mean, Destiny is a big one, right? Like, Destiny had a story, but then when they started having problems getting the story woven in and getting that content, on a regular cadence, the game just started to, dwindle. So I think that there's always going to be games as a service because it's fun to get in and out. But then at the same time, there'll probably always be a new games of service. That's the new hot games of service.
Yeah. I guess what I was looking for mostly is just like the financial benefits of games as a service. We're seeing a lot of publishers and developers focus on that in order to kind of keep this recurring revenue for their games. And so I'm just looking at it from the industry perspective, Go ahead.
But honestly, like, I think if you think about like streaming services in regards to television, movies, like in all entertainment, music, like, I don't own my music. That is a service. I don't own these movies. It's a service. So that is now creeping into games, as gaming is considered more of a form of entertainment. And I think it's just an industry and business trend. So unfortunately, for my wallet.
Okay. For me, game as a service, it's straight to the point. It's more, for me, in my case, it's more, guns blazing, objective based. It doesn't really have any lore. Unless I really dig deep into the game, I wouldn't even know what the lore of the game is. I just know that I got to move this payload or I got to do these side missions and stuff like that. Right. But I think it's important to have story, ones and dones, because those are where at times the best stories ever. And in order to, enjoy it, you got to have a balance of the both. I think that if you would get a balance of both, that you can be able to enjoy, your complete experience in gaming. Do I think gas is oversaturated? Yes, I do. I think that companies should know that if you're going to do those type of games, you better have some like lit emotes or a good battle pass, not just something to throw your money at, but something that would reward you for playing that game.
Yeah.
Good skins like costumes. In the final thing, you can have a robot or a cat. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what's lacking with Helldivers, because I swear it would be much better if they had better like character customization add-ons and stuff like that. It's all about
the beautiful thing about Helldivers, though, is that that's something they can patch in, right? They can always say, well, we're gonna put out this whole content pack and saturate the game with like better armor and things that you can kind of consume within the game.
Well, I know they're doing some things. I think they're gonna do a new war bond coming soon, but even those new outfits they're not hitting like the ones I saw last night for the finals. But like I said, you got to have a balance. You can't be one-sided or the other, because one, if you just play ones and dones, how you going to play video games with your friends that most likely are playing gas games? How you don't, and vice versa. So it's just a balance of things.
Yeah. And I guess, the thing I worry about too, because we're seeing, as far as the industry, tons of layoffs. And so that recurring revenue is extremely important. And so, that's why people look at the gas model and feel like, okay, we can make our money here. But then you see games like Elden Ring, which is a single player game that has these multiplayer elements that are able to say, okay, we're going to release DLC. I mean, what would you all like to see more of? Do you think, like Lady said, is the gas market saturated, and that you want to see the market shift more towards single player and story driven experiences? Or do you think that, yes, bring on more gas games, or you think it's enough right now in the industry?
It depends how you consume your media. I mean, in the same way with watching TV series and movies, I like to play a game through to its completion and be done. I'm not here for coming back every month.
Same.
I've only got the attention span to do that with one service game. So I do that. Diablo is a service game now with service elements. So I know I will go back to that every 3 months, but there is an underlying story with it. As soon as I see that a game's coming out and it's going to be a service game, I'm just like, oh no, I'm not going to play that. Yeah. I just can't put it into my rotation. I can't deal with it. Even the WWE game I'm playing, that's going to have DLC packs with new wrestlers coming out every so often. I'm not in there for that. I'm just going to play through the story mode and be done with it in a couple of weeks and then not go back. That's just how I play. So I would rather there not be more service games, because they just don't appeal to me personally.
Yeah, and sometimes I wonder if it's a fallacy. I mean, we know from just monetarily it's beneficial, but I want to just from a perception perspective, is it a fallacy? Because we see Nintendo release all these, platform exclusive single player, like Doomcutie mentioned, in and out type games. So, and they're extremely successful with it and able to make money and be sustainable. So it makes me question, maybe it's just shut up and make a good game, because people play.
And if you have confidence in that game, they will buy DLC in their droves. I mean, God knows what the numbers are going to be for the Elden Ring DLC, but I bet a lot of people have already pre-ordered it.
Oh yeah,
because they trust that the game will be good. So they're going to make their coins anyway. They're not a service game. So yeah, you've just got to release a good game. It's not about what type of game it is; just make it good.
A good game, exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
I think
we said it a lot on this show. Just shut up and make a good game. We said it a lot.
Make a good game.
Yeah, just make a good game. Yeah, and so that reason why I brought up Nintendo, because that makes me think about the exclusivity. I want to kind of touch on this because we saw, in the past few weeks, I would say easily, I don't know what has it been, like a month ago now, or a little bit over a month ago. Where you had Xbox talking about their exclusivity strategy, placing 4 titles on other platforms, and I definitely want to kind of get you all's overall thought on this, and also the reaction, because we did see some uproar in the community about the whole fanboyism and some dealings about that. So I definitely want to get your feedback on exclusivity. Do you think exclusivity with this type of move is dead? And anybody can go.
I'll let the guests start.
Right.
I don't think it's dead. I think, look, at the end of the day, we think about the Xbox, we immediately think about Halo. The image of the Master Chief is engraved on the internal hardware of the Xbox. Halo is not going anywhere, even though I have thought to myself, maybe making it, bringing it to PlayStation, even if it's the multiplayer aspect, could populate the online modes and rejuvenate more player. If more people play it, servers will get better. They'll invest more time, more money into that. That will always stay. That will always stay with Xbox. And I can't imagine Forza, for example, being able to play it on a PlayStation because they have Gran Turismo. You know, it's I don't imagine Gears of War moving there. That's another one. There are quite a few like heritage games, I suppose.
Like the premiere,
that are so unique to this platform, and I don't think that they'll just throw that away. Maybe if someone else was at the head of Xbox gaming, Microsoft gaming, maybe, but.
I think when no one say anything or question, I remember I should say it like that, but I was gonna say like Mario on Xbox, like no one's questioning that possibility, right? It's like even thinking about it seems silly.
No brainer,
right? It seems silly even thinking about Mario on Xbox, like what, right?
Someone would do it, and then the lawyers would come in.
Right. Yeah, Nintendo doesn't play, right?
No, I don't like we've sort of alluded to with all these like, you know, heritage characters. I don't think exclusivity is dead. I think what we're seeing is a bending of the rules with exclusivity. What people will accept on another platform, what people won't accept. So, I mean, we saw like people originally were losing their minds over Hi-Fi Rush and Sea of Thieves going to PlayStation, which I didn't understand because nobody's buying a console for Hi-Fi Rush, and I love that game. No one's playing that game.
Yeah, amazing.
Let that studio make some goddamn money, is what I thought. Sea of Thieves multiplayer, you know, having another fan base come in could, you know, reinvigorate their numbers. Great idea. But people were losing their minds over it. But then as soon as Starfield came into the conversation, that's when it exploded. And people just really completely lost it. Once it turned out that wasn't happening, all of a sudden, it's only Hi-Fi Rush and Sea of Thieves. It's okay, guys. Right. We saw people like rein it in there. So we've seen what people will accept and what people won't accept. So I still think Xbox do need to be proud of their first party titles and do keep those exclusive, even if it is only for a certain period of time. Otherwise, what's the point? No, but you know, people aren't going to buy your console if they're just going to get the games later on another console that they already own.
People will wait. Like that's the thing. People will wait.
Sure.
We'll wait to save money. You know, not everyone's going to buy everything to play all the games like we do. And that's what they're targeting. They're targeting the normies. They're not targeting us guys.
That's a good point. Yeah, they're definitely, you know, it's the casual market, right? There's just, you know, they play their Call of Duty, they get their 2K, they play their Fortnite. What's the other one?
Make games are all multi-platform. Again, it's like, well, what are we really arguing about here?
But I think that really lends into like, I mean, we've been talking a lot about this really toxic culture and this elitism that we've seen in the gaming community at the moment. And look, I'm just going to call it, a lot of these men are...
Oof.
Go ahead. Please.
I mean, she's speaking facts though. She's speaking facts.
These men who have platforms, who have the responsibility of talking to their content is exposed, like they're exposed to a lot of people, and they're out there talking smack to a person who they were friends with last week. I've seen so many decade-long friendships just absolutely be destroyed because they're part of like the 2% of gamers that actually care about exclusivity. And I find it absolutely disgusting. I take my place in this community seriously. Heck, my box is only small, you know. The platform on which I stand is very small. But you know, like I don't have like a massive following, but I will say like I always take it seriously. And you know what? People will come at you with receipts. And like I don't think people, especially these like riled up console warriors, I don't think they're understanding that their place in this community is one of privilege. And it's actually not a vibe. I'm not here for it.
You know, I agree with you there because it's like you said, a lot of these quote unquote influencers, they have these huge markets, right? They have these huge numbers, and so they're able to change messaging if they, spread it enough. And so it's kind of, it makes me think that some of these companies won't be able to control that in some instances. They're like, oh yeah, okay, we can put out what we say is the truth. We can put out that, oh yeah, it's only going to be these 4 games.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's only going to be this. And this is what we're doing. And we already told you that, we have this direct with these exclusive games on it, but you're still going to say, oh no, everything's coming. Because you're the person that you're following.
Really, haven't they? Because people are more likely now to take their news from influence rather than themselves, which is worrying. Really, people really need to not fly off the handle of a tweet. Really think about where your news is coming from, who's saying it, what are their sources. But people are just lost in political thought.
I think Doom hit it on the nail. It's like you have a responsibility when you have, that amount of followers. With any followers, but you have people who are listening to you, so you have a duty. Really,
you're not
judiciary duty. Look it up. You have a duty to, to not, stoke rage, to not call armies and stuff. Like some of that stuff, I was just like, that's like ridiculous. Like people will really like you don't know where anyone's headspace is, right? So somewhere you think it's joke, it's fun, someone is taking it seriously, right? Like someone thinks that they are like in the army of Xbox, and then it's like that's why we're getting death threats for like devs and stuff because of stuff like this.
Yeah. And like honestly, we go back to the point, like 95% of gamers are casual. They go on, they play their FIFA, or they play their 2K, WWE, or whatever, right? They do it to relax after work, to unwind, to socialize with their friends, and they have a good time doing it. And then you're going to enrage a certain part of that community, and then they're going to disperse into their niches of gaming, and then they're going and that's where we get a lot of this like toxicity, and it just it's
a snowball effect, right? It just kind of grows and grows and grows, and it grows so much that you had to have the Phil Spencer, the head of Xbox, all of Microsoft Gaming come out and have a business event for something that's like, this started out as just like a rumor, right? It's like, wow, and that just lets you know how powerful it is.
One of like our other topics, right? Like how like the fanboys and and
even after that podcast that Phil and Sarah and that did though, you've got people coming out with their pitchforks saying, well, they didn't say exactly what the games were, and even though they've said in that podcast we want those teams to have the opportunity to pronounce it on their own. In previous weeks we've had those same people saying that, oh, we shouldn't be leaking games, it's not fair on the developers.
Right.
That's really good.
Lots of the major media were like, we're not going to talk about leaks, but then it was like
driving this, and they're changing their tune every week depending on what will get clicks. That's what it feels like.
I completely understand and agree. As personally for me, I'm a gamer first. Before I'm a podcaster, before I'm a streamer, before I go to conventions, before I do that and this and that and the other, I'm a gamer first. And I knew that what's important is my experience with my gaming experience. And I know that as I grew older, I wanted more experience from different platforms. Trust me, I used to be sheltered. I used to be closed-minded. I used to be one of those. And I know there's great stories on other platforms. What I don't like is the malicious information that gets sent out there in public spaces, the silencing of people like me that are just really passionate about what they do, and they overlook that because somebody got a blue check, or somebody's popular, or somebody got a high sub count, or they got memberships, and they got this and they got that. And I don't think I hate to say it ain't fair, but it is what it is. So I'm watching in real time, like the breakdown of a gaming community where it was supposed to be just a love of a platform, and it turned into a hate of everybody else. And I don't think that's right. I think It's very close-mindedness. I don't like it. I don't think it's attractive. I don't think it's smart, and it reeks of ignorance. And not only that, you want to be disrespectful on the keyboard when you know it ain't gonna happen in public. Let's just
for real. But you would never say that shit to your friend's face, you know?
Right. Like exactly.
Amazing.
You know, all the spaces and stuff and all the talk, and I was just like, come on, like
all the hidden messages and all the incognito messages, and during, you know, certain areas where people talk. But when at the end of the day, like if you got something to say about me, you better let me know, because if I see you, I'm gonna say you. I'm like, I'm like, you know, I don't fuck with you, right? And that's and I feel like next week when I go to PAX Boston, I'm gonna say that to some people, because you are not gonna be rude and not gonna be disrespectful or not gonna use me to push your narrative. And I don't think it shouldn't be that way with anybody. But it seems like that the last couple of weeks. So I slowly see what y'all doing. I see what kind of route y'all going. I can see the maliciousness. I see the money grabs. That has never been my stilo at all. And will it ever go? I don't think it will go back to what it used to be. I don't think it won't.
And let's be real, but like, we know we've been in these public spaces, right? And we've seen these guys. Yes. These guys who's trying to say something to some of these other people, don't know who they're talking to, because these guys look like linemen. They're like 6'7", 6'4", these huge dudes. I'm like, they won't say this to them in person. They just won't. We know what it is, and we've seen it. You could be a keyboard warrior all day, but you won't do anything at all.
You ain't gonna be up in them conventions. You ain't gonna be up in them events.
Like, I wanted to ask you guys, because I know we kind of like talked about it before, but like, how has that made the community space on Twitter be for you? Because I know for me, I've been very distant on Twitter now.
I'm completely disengaged, I feel, for the past like few weeks, because a lot of like people that I really respected, people that I'm friends with even, I was just so disappointed in how they acted around this whole discussion. That I'm almost like, I don't want to like take part in that anymore.
Right.
Yeah, it went too far. We've reached a point now where we're not talking about how excited we are about games when they're announced. What we're talking about is, will it be exclusive?
The frame. 30 frames and 60 frames.
Nobody.
Or I heard this
games anymore, and it's like, it's a bit depressing, to be honest. That's not what I'm on Twitter for.
No.
Yeah, I mean, I hope that this is just like a season, but I think from on the outside of this, right? Because a couple of people were like tagging me and saying like, oh, I hope Doomcutie, this person has blocked this person. And it's like, don't bring me into this.
Right. I saw some of that too. Like, why are you telling people to like block people? Like,
who to follow? Yeah,
absolutely. And don't add that to my algorithm. Don't, honestly. You're like messing up. You're like messing up my pH as well. Like, don't do that either. Like, no, please. But I will say, like, it is a normal part of the human condition to like want to belong and to have a community, right? And you know, it's just intrinsic to who we are. But like, I will say, like, having an enemy, like a common enemy, and you can justify, say, well, I'm the biggest fan of this, so I can say whatever I want about that. You know, like, that's a fallacy. Like, that is not real. Like, why go around and saying that? And I think that you're completely right. Like, we're not talking about games anymore. We're talking about, like, immediately when something gets put out, it's like, well, you know, what's going to happen to it? Am I going to be able to play it? What do you mean I can't play it? Like, and then there's outrage around that, and then it's clickbait, and then it's and it's tiring.
Right? Like, isn't that why we play games? Because we don't want all that stress, right?
That's real.
Yeah, exactly. Right. We're meant to be escaping stresses of life.
Yeah.
I'm playing games and it's going the other way.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's going to take till the showcase, like the summer events now.
I think so too.
Then everyone will be distracted with something positive.
Right. Well, at least it'll tell us, right? Because either it's going to get worse or it's going to get better.
Yeah. There's definitely a visible lull, I think, at the moment amongst the community.
I do have a spin on this though, because I did notice like how the media reacted to it too. It's almost as like it's pouring gasoline on the problem. So one question I want to ask everyone was objectivity and subjectivity in the games media. Right. I mean, which do you? I mean, because I know you see the. I mean, we all do. You see the opinion pieces where they kind of go off on these tangents or whatever. Then you see the more objective pieces where you don't see as much as objective pieces as you used to see in the games media, and that's where I'm beginning to get frustrated because I used to be in games media, and so it used to be very objective, more objective than it is today. And now it's just more people just either you can tell that this person their preferred platform is PlayStation, their preferred platform is Xbox. It's almost like a blatant. You could see it like in it's like mudslinging, or because it's like they're competing with the influencers and the YouTube influencers and stuff like that. So they have to kind of push. They got to pull for clicks, and they're trying to make money at the end of the day. So I get it.
Unfortunately. It's that Google is responsible for a lot of this, and the Google algorithm and what they will push to the top of the search results. A negative headline is going to get more clicks than a positive one. It's just the nature of the internet, and a lot of publications are playing into that, and they have to, otherwise they get downrated. But yeah, some are going harder at it than others. We saw it with Starfield, didn't we?
Yeah.
It was wild headlines about that. Yeah. So yeah, Google's got a lot of responsibilities to play in this.
I will say, I think the media space has changed greatly because of basically the freedom of information. Like if I actually want to know like what the latest release for Xbox is, I don't have to go to a news source or a media source. I can go directly to the company's website, and it's in or their YouTube channel. If I just want that objective games media, I go directly to the source. But now it's like you kind of have to. If you are in the media space and you do want to stay relevant, you do have to lean into that kind of content because, we've seen so far, like advertising, it's going far more into the influencer space, and people actually using products and promoting products in their everyday life is far more beneficial to them than running an ad campaign. And, it's they're bang for their buck, So I really do think that we will probably see more of this. Not that it's a good thing, like not at all, but I think you do need to take everything you read with a grain of salt. Use your brain. I know that's really hard. Okay, I know, especially when we're all mad.
People giving us information, but
yeah, that's right. But you have to understand that people will always have some sort of alliance, some sort of like predisposition, because they are seeing it and expressing it through their lens. So if you're taking your content and you're absorbing information from other people, you have to understand that they will have an agenda regardless of whether they actually intend to or not.
Okay.
And a preference. Like some of them will have a preference, so you'll hear that push, right? So
I think for me it was like before, in the beginning, when I went past the casual gamer, there were YouTube channels that had, respectable sources and people on Twitter that was really legit on what they were. And then when it came to the full monetization on Twitter, that's, for me, things started to really change. You know what I mean? Because everybody had something to say, and the most nonsense, the most bullshit, the most disrespectful, the most meaningful things that people have been saying since the blue check started, it's from those type of people, and I
You're
know
more likely to engage, aren't you, if you're angry? Make people angry on that basis.
Like a base statement, and you know everybody not gonna like it, but you know everybody got something to say, and it keeps engaging it, and like Doom, yes, I think it's more towards the go directly from the source. If it's a product, I'll see if my friends, my homies have this product. How do they feel about the product? If I'm not too versed on the product, it ain't gonna. I can spend 30 minutes looking up said product game from the studios or the person that actually making the games, the devs. But now these days, I can't be like, oh, influencer have something to say about this subject about games. I can't take it serious no more because I'm like, is you really legit, really trying to say some concrete things, or you just trying to engage and trying to be clickbaity, or you just trying to throw some words around just to have people engage? And I just think it's different now, and I'm just with that, it just makes me want to like move back a little bit.
Same.
Be distant, because it's just, I just see people that, they just acting weird. And I'm
it's so sad because it's like people like Jen said, it's people that you was you had a little bit of respect for, and you see that turn and that spin a little bit. It's kind of sad.
Nobody just doesn't like something anymore and just moves on to something else. It's always, this game ruined my life. Right? Definitely. So it's not that deep. If you don't like something, move on. Scroll past.
Right.
Yeah. But I understand. I mean, normal people, sane people will just be like, I don't like it. Let me just keep it moving. Yeah, but you got people that take a step forward, that will live in your head rent free, that will find ways to make sure you get your attention in a negative light, just to have their point across on what their opinion is about. And I think it's because
they like, I spend money. I invest my time, my hard-earned money on this. I deserve a say. I deserve to be outraged, and you are all going to hear it. You know what? If people continue like that, they're going to end up in there's going to be like no one. It's going to be like
echo chamber.
It's going to be tumbleweeds, and they're all going to be sitting in a space yelling at each other. Cool. Yeah. No pretty girls on there.
Right.
No fun.
Right.
You all just circle jerking each other in a spape.
Yeah. That's why I put that tweet out like the other day. I'm just like, don't your arms get tired from the constant circle jerk?
And you know what? And then you know what? That's true. And nobody want to respond to that.
People are like, what's happening? I'm like, I mean,
what do you mean? What's happening?
You know. I'm not like gonna respond to people, but it's just one of those things. Like, if you know, like you see what's happening.
It's probably the person that probably asked that was probably the one jerking doing the circle jerking.
They weren't, but
Yeah. Now, CHAREECE, you've been kind of quiet over there about all this. What's your thoughts?
I've been giggling, and y'all are making excellent points. So I didn't. There was no point for me to say anything because
I would love to hear your input in this.
I don't know. This whole thing is crazy because, like you said, somebody said that. Like, it made me sigh a lot of people that I respected in this industry, and especially with me being like new to it. I'm like, so I just sat back and laughed for like a good 2 days, maybe a week and a half, not really sure. And made me question if people had real jobs because they was on Spaces way too many times.
Yeah, and early in the day.
Like,
the other day, I'm like, y'all don't work?
I'm like, what is you?
This is why it's all men doing it, because they've got nothing else to do.
Is that what it is? Because it really was only men. Because I'm like,
I ain't trying to hurt nobody's feelings, but I'm trying to be quiet over here because I know we got company. We got company here. I'm telling you.
Yeah, that's all right. That's okay. That's why you're not subscribed. Like, I get it. I get it. It works.
I thought it was the nicest way you could put it. It was foolish all the way around. You burnt these bridges over a plastic disc that in the long run that has no concept in your life. Like, in the long run, 10 years from now, you will never remember this game. You didn't play it because, again, you don't have the system.
That's the truth. They do comment on stuff they don't have.
So why should you upset about it?
Or games they don't play.
That part. Like, I don't understand why you got upset. Like, it's not life or death. You know, it ain't killing your parents. Your child's still here. You still got your pet is fine. Why did you get all upset about this plastic disc? And technically, it ain't even a disc. Now you're leasing it from the company. So, like, why is you upset? I don't know. It was all foolishness. It made me like, I went off Twitter for a couple of days. I just come back on when Lady or whatever tags me in something. I
mean, there's like an actual marketing term for it, and it's slipping my mind, but it's like people want to feel justified with their purchase, right? So in the way that a lot of people have equated that with these systems is almost like a mashup between my favorite football team and I want to feel justified because I purchased into this ecosystem instead of this ecosystem, you know?
Well, yeah, I can understand that because again, I'm an Amazon girly, you know, so Amazon,
but you don't have Luna, so
this is true.
Yeah, you don't.
Again, I'm so much of an Amazon girly.
You definitely don't do Luna.
I just like that means I don't bash people who are in Apple. I may side eye, but I'm not gonna bash you. Because again, but that's not my cup of tea. That's just, hey, send me the link. I'll find it where I can get it, and then we gonna jam together.
You know what? Sorry, I just had a brainwave, and I lost my thought, and now I have it again. What I want to say is this, okay? So you have these guys doing this kind of stuff. They're in their spaces at 2 a.m. Like, okay, you go off, King. That's fine. But then us, who actually enjoy playing games, we're the filthy casuals, where our view is credited because we're not considered like real gamers because we don't have the same views. We're automatically pigeonholed I feel, into this category of just casual, don't listen to them, their opinion doesn't matter, just shut up woman, go in the corner kind of vibes, right?
Yeah.
But here we are, 6 women who are having the same experience. This is not a casual take. This is actually legit. And we're setting a boundary. And that is incredibly feminine. And it's okay for us to be like, you know what? No, I don't want this in my community. And if you're going to create that, I'm gone. It's as simple as that.
That's true. I mean, because I had to take a step back too, and I go off on these little tangents, and I throw a rant out every now and again. But even I feel it, you know.
Also, Twitter's not your diary, guys. I don't know if you know the men know about this. It's not your diary.
That's what it started out as. So, no, tell the world what's happening right now, and so that they had to let them feelings out instead of talking to their therapist. So, like, I guess they got to get it what they get. But
it's also not your therapist. But these guys don't have a qualification. Like, I don't know if you know this.
I know, that's the biggest part to me. I'm just
no qualification.
You have 0 qualifications to be talking about the subject, but somehow because you know somebody that knows somebody you know, which
you have sources, you know.
Right. But information gets passed like loosely, and sometimes wrong information gets passed, and on purpose, to see who is not doing the right thing, you know.
I just want to point out again, this is my librarian hat coming on. The majority of the people in America, now I don't know about the rest of the world, they read on a 3rd grade level, maybe 5th for the most. Comprehension is not
breaking out.
Reading comprehension is not high in our things right now. Okay, so
Reese, I'm a teacher, and I can say yes.
See, she knows. Wait.
We have got all these.
There you go.
You know.
That's fair.
There we go.
I'm just saying, like, they're not reading, and when you have to dump something down to the point where you're using small words to even explain the most basic of concepts, something is lost in the sauce, people. It is not working, and these people are reading any news articles, press releases. Like, pick up a fucking newspaper. I don't know. Maybe when you start putting game manuals back in the disc or something, the way you read something.
But again, like,
you have to read this.
Well, they think that they're educated because they're consuming the media from influencers, from and that's what they are. That's what these guys are. I
just want to point out again, people only listen to like the first 30, 45 seconds of a video, even on news. That's why they only give you sound bites that's like literally 2 minutes long. People, we are so stupid. I'm sorry. I apologize. We have a whole ass thread in our Discord. Read a fucking book, people.
Yeah, books. Yeah.
Sorry.
They make Halo, you know.
Yeah.
Right. Oh yeah, amazing. Awesome book.
Oh my goodness. Look, I'm glad I'm not alone in these feelings, but I do feel like if I say anything about it and I use my influence or whatever to be like, hey, are you okay? Like, check in with the community, be like, I'm not okay with this. How do you feel about it? Immediately, people would jump on that, being like, what? You're expressing your outrage. You're adding to it. You must, you're trying to call us out, but actually you're contributing to it. And it's like, I'm sorry. I'm checking in on my community and how they're feeling. I have a lot of women who follow me. Why wouldn't I check in on how they're feeling? And it seems like old news, but like, just saying, we have felt it so much. We have felt the shift so much from our favorite community, and I think it deserves time to digest, and I think it deserves time to reflect. And I really hope, I just want them to stop. Like,
I equate it to like all of your favorite TV shows getting canceled at once. That's how it feels sometimes. People you used to chat with, and suddenly it's gone. It's interesting, and I just hope there's a bit of. I think one of you all mentioned it, that like around June, there's a bit of healing, especially amongst the Xbox community, because it seems very just split down the middle, and then they bash you if you agree with one or the other. It's very,
not everything has to be polarizing, I suppose, is the point. Like, people probably think this conversation is us. We're not really. It's not about taking the mick out of these people or taking the piss, whatever you guys say. It's okay to be passionate about something. If I love a game, I make it my entire fucking personality. I get passionate, I get emotional. It's when it leans into the territory of you actually being abusive to each other, is when it goes over that point. And that's where we got to. And we need to like rein it back in.
Because it's games. It's supposed to be fun, right? It's supposed to have a good time. Be extremely positive, not like super negative, constant bashing, throwing this person under the bus.
But let's be real. When the last time it has been fun? If it's outside, within our circle,
I think it was just like
within our circle, I think it's been fun. But as far as like the community as a whole, it haven't been fun. It should be fun.
Yeah, I feel like that was kind of like a crescendo of like things that have been happening, in the community.
I can't even joke anymore. I put up a tweet at one point, and I was ripping into myself by saying, because I haven't played the same damn games for months. So Diablo, Baldur's Gate 3, and I said I tried Helldivers, played one mission, deleted it, didn't like it. And I was roasting myself because I played the same games all the time. The amount of hate I got on that tweet, I had to mute it, and then the DMs, I won't repeat what was said to me.
Oh man!
I said I didn't like a game. I'm like, whoa, like you can't even like.
And you don't have to agree.
Everyone's like, this is a terrible game, and all of this. I'm like,
you want to point out you're a basic bitch.
It's okay to be basic sometimes. I play Call of Duty on a regular basis, so it's nothing wrong with being basic sometimes.
At least lady. At least
Right.
I like my swords, my dragons, my magic.
You've got a type
enough to try it. Yeah, because I knew I wouldn't like that game, but I got FOMO because everybody was playing it, so I was like, I'm gonna get in on this.
I mean, that happens to Delilah sometimes. She'll play because we're all playing, and then it's like, this is not for me.
Right. It's
but
like
we don't say,
I'm out. Like, y'all can have it. I'm done.
Also like the audacity of, I assume a particular type of gamer, probably. I mean, I don't think. Did you have many women like having a go at you, or was it just?
No, never. I've never had a woman have a go at me on Twitter. I will say.
So
ever.
the audacity of these men to be like, she's muted it. You know what? I'm gonna DM her. I'm gonna send her a message request so I can tell her, speak my mind, and educate this woman about gaming. I'm gonna tell her that Helldivers 2 is my game of the year.
Yeah.
My game of the year. She needs to know it. If she doesn't agree, she probably has a really flappy flaps. I don't know what they said to you. But
it was like, but along those lines. But like, it was about how much they hated Baldur's Gate 3. It was the worst game they'd ever, and all this. But I'm like,
okay,
well, I didn't
okay, go off, King. Game of the year. Okay.
I don't care if you didn't like it. Play what you want to play.
Right. I think that's what we've always been saying. Like, I don't care. Just enjoy yourself. Just have fun.
Yeah.
Dude, whatever. Even if you want to play Power Wash Simulator, fucking play the
game. Just play. Just have
that's
fun.
A cracking game, to be fair.
Yeah, is there speed runs of that? I feel like that's very speed runnable. I'd be down for that. Yeah.
I think as of late, I think people want to talk more about video games versus playing them, and I strongly encourage everybody to just maybe stop talking and play some games, and you will probably learn some things about just how games work, how people dedicate their time on a product, and not just how the algorithm works in your favor. And I think a lot of content creators, men and women, been using that to their advantage, and it really buries the real, because there's real legit content creators that really about their shit. They really research the topics they talk about, but they don't get no shine, or they don't get enough shine because it's overshadowed because the bigger, the popular,
angry person. That's really
the angry,
loud, the ignorant, rude,
angry. Yeah.
All that gets y'all see that, and y'all and what's so funny about the community is you guys know that it's a problem, but you guys contribute into the problem.
Right.
I can't be following someone to follow someone that follows that bullshit, and it comes to me. You know what I mean? So you can't say, oh, lady, I agree with you. There's really corrupted people up in here, and they really ain't about that life, and they're being rude and disrespectful. I agree with you. And I'm thinking, well, what are you gonna do about it? Yeah. What are you gonna do about it? Are you gonna
call your boys out?
No, they won't.
Exactly.
They won't.
No, but they have to keep them in check. That's what I'm saying.
They will not. They will check. They will check me before they check their boy. They'll be like, oh. This is your opinion? Where your facts at? Where's your report?
Yeah. That's the thing, right? Like, if any of us say anything, we better have
facts. They coming. You know they coming. You don't want to say anything. They're coming. Like, the DM's gonna be.
I just want to point out that the ladies, we all 9 times out of 10, when we say something, we have the receipts to back it up.
Trust me.
Like, we reading them papers, we screenshotting this, we are actually reading and thinking about this stuff, and like, legit, we're not pulling shit out of our ass. Like, y'all have listened to us long enough, y'all know how we operate.
I remember one time, it was a while back now, when I think we posted something about someone commenting on the Sarah Bond being hired as the head of Xbox, and it's like, oh yeah, that we see some of the negativity. We kind of talked about it a little bit, and you had a number of people saying, oh, that was made up. There's something that we made up, or something that was fabricated. And we're like, okay, let's just show them the receipts then. So here's a screenshot of this, here's a screenshot of that, here's a screenshot of this, here's a screenshot of that. So we're not making up anything. This is the negativity that's surrounding this hire, which is sad. Of course, you see a lot of positivity too, but there's negativity there as well. And so we were just calling it out. That's what I would expect everyone to do. If you see something bad, like, call them out on it. Yeah. And but yeah, it doesn't happen.
Or even if you don't want to take the fight, public, because I understand, we don't want to always like put out our criticisms of people. But if this is someone that someone that you game with, someone that you've spent any amount of time with, and you see that they're acting quite inflammatory in the community, it's your job to be like, you okay? Like why? Like that's not cool.
So what about the people who are like, yeah, but that's my online persona.
Scapegoat.
Wait. Okay, but yeah, I got you now because this is my online persona.
How many person? Yeah, this is my. I am like this all the time.
I am like this, but there are people in our gaming community that is a persona that they portray.
Completely different in person. Completely different.
Well, they say, you know what I mean?
So are you saying that if I have a persona, I can be prejudiced and I can assault people?
It's not an excuse.
Online. Yeah. Oh, that's not actually me. That's a persona. Are you telling me that when if I report a hate crime, or if someone is being sexually assaulty in my DMs, and then they tell the police, oh, it's just my online persona? Are you fucking kidding me?
Yo,
please.
You are. This is what they say.
What is that?
Yeah.
Sorry,
it might work. I don't know.
The Australian is showing. Sorry.
Yeah. They'll be like, oh, so different in person. I'm like, I don't give a fuck.
Yo, don't ever say that. If something happens to me, I want y'all to be truth. She had a potty mouth. She likes to read smut. Yeah, she likes to read smut, and she occasionally talk shit about her husband. Like that's what y'all say. That's what
I'm telling you. I'm telling you, the online life or the online persona in real life is two different things. And
how do people keep up with that though? Like, come on.
They don't. I think there. If you see an influencer that has a really shitty online persona, it really gonna make me think you kind of shitty like that in real life. So
exactly.
If you like to flip flop and be in everybody's spaces when it's convenient for you, but you don't want to push their content, I'm going to think about that in real life as an individual. I feel like for me, I don't think I'm like changing who I am here versus if I go on the floor or I go to a meetup or if I go to a gaming space, and that's what it's lacking in these streets is genuine people who are genuine within themselves, and they let the persona overtake them, and it's their character trait.
And big in the head over what they got of their growing community, and suddenly they're
Do you think?
But just remember, yes, ma'am.
No, you go. No. I was gonna say these guys are out here acting like they're Clark Kent versus Superman. They're like, oh, this is my facade. I'm not really like this. What the fuck? We're out here, we're being genuine, and bravo to us for copying all this shit, because we're just being ourselves, and we put healthy boundaries in place. We have respectful relationships. We're out here doing the most, and but we're the filthy casuals, yeah. Come say that again, because that's not true. Yeah.
Interesting. Well, all right. So let's get to the last one, because I want to try to bring it full circle and kind of end it on a somewhat of a positive note. So what are your expectations going forward? I put for next quarter, but what are expectations going forward from just what has happened in the last?
What is your forecast for this upcoming quarter?
What's right?
That sounds like a business.
That's a corporate in me.
Yeah, right. That's a corporate question. That's what it was.
Yeah, buddy.
What are your expectations though? Do you think that we will see? This is kind of like temporary behavior, and then it kind of normalize.
What do you mean, just game wise, or?
I mean, a little bit of everything, because even with the industry and the way with the layoffs and just it seems like it's just overwhelming. It's everything, right? Yeah. Between the community behavior, the media, things that goes out into what's posted from these various large sites and whatnot, and also the reality of the mass layoffs and.
I think with the layoffs, we've just come out of the final financial quarter, haven't we? Before,
yeah, I guess
so I think we're probably fingers crossed we're going to enter a bit more of a bull run now. With I'm hoping it will get more positive from here on. Yeah, I'm hoping.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, the game's still releasing, right? We still getting great games. Shows still coming. Things are like, from content perspective, it's been okay. It's just the other stuff, the extra that comes along with all of that.
I think as far as like how things been going the last few weeks, as far as the community is concerned, it's gonna change when one influencer gonna run up on another influencer, and it's gonna be. That's all I'm saying. Well, as much as they talk about it, as much as they disrespecting people's wives and families and kids like that, those are fighting words. The right,
but you talking about people that's not even about to go nowhere.
I'm sorry, what? I couldn't hear you.
I said you talking about people that's not even about to go anywhere. Like,
did you say they're grown men with reproductive rights? Is that what you said?
Oh, it's arthritis. They wish they had.
Oh.
I
don't know what's worse. I don't know.
But for real, I expect that. I know that I'm going to personally distance myself from the toxicity of what this community has become, and really surround myself with content creators and influencers that, yes, they are their own people. Yes, they have different opinions, but they have a certain kind of code that it doesn't have to be ugly, it doesn't have to be rude, it doesn't have to be disrespectful. You don't have to make thumbnails, you don't have to make videos about them every goddamn week. It's just like-minded people going towards the same goal. That's it for me. These games gonna come out, some I'll get day one, some I'll get on sale, and I'm gonna continue to be playing these games, because at the end of the day, y'all gonna talk y'all shit all day, but I'm gonna keep playing these games. Y'all gonna get these clips, and I'm gonna keep it moving, because the circle is only just getting smaller from this point forward.
Lady, I love you, honey. I love it. Like, you're not putting up with this shit. And you know what? We're not angry, all right? We're disappointed. We're disappointed. Like, either, there were people we looked up to in this community, people that, we enjoyed their content, we enjoyed how they went about things, and, we tried to, take on board, like, their approach, and then all of a sudden, you're yelling about plastic. I don't understand. What happened?
Because I think that's all they got. If their life, if life were more meaningful for those individuals, it wouldn't be about plastic all the time. You really got to really reflect what they're personally going through to talk about that all the time. Not some of the time, not every Monday, but every day.
Wild to me. Like,
every day.
So what you're saying is they all need to just collaborate and just say, guys, every Tuesday. So Tuesday, we can talk crap on socials. We can have our little pieces. Tuesdays are free for all, but then all the other days we're not allowed to do that.
But everybody want to be big dog. Everybody want to be alpha male. Everybody wants that big status. Nobody is willing to humble themselves to have a real conversation amongst individuals.
The thing is, if you're a real alpha, you don't need to tell everyone you're alpha.
That part. You know what? Let me finish.
She got it.
We know. I've been reading.
That part.
I've been reading.
Yes. You ain't gotta let nobody know, because trust me, your presence will let them know by itself.
Exactly.
You ain't gotta open your mouth.
Right. Exactly. We do got a couple super chats. Do y'all want to go through those?
Yeah, I figured we can get them at the end. But
okay.
Are we done with the expectations for the next?
Go ahead. If you got something to add, please do.
I still got to finish, I think 1 or 2 bosses for Elden Ring, but I'm excited for that.
Yeah.
You got to get about, the games, and stuff like that comes.
Right.
Yeah.
Fallout 76 TV show.
Yeah, because Halo has been great.
I've been enjoying Halo. I have some issues with it, but for the most part, I like it, and even the last episode was pretty decent, and so I'm ready for I think they only have one episode left. Right? So I'm looking forward to that. But the trailer for Fallout 76, I keep saying Fallout 76, it's just Fallout.
I know, right?
It's okay.
The Fallout TV show, I'm excited. I am super excited about.
Did you see the new dynamic wallpaper for Xbox for Fallout?
Yes.
I'm gonna do it when I get off.
It's like the vault is closing and opening.
It's nice.
Oh man.
But I still got the on my desktop. I still got the Avowed one. I love the art.
Yeah, that one's pretty.
It's amazing. So I still have that.
Sure.
But yeah, I think the content, because outside of all the community-based Twitter stuff and the YouTube wars, if you will, it's like the content has been the saving grace of with all of it, because
right.
the games are
we've
still
got good games right now. Yeah,
right, exactly. Because I've been playing Banishers, and I absolutely love that game. And so the content's been there. Like, that hasn't been, the problem. But
we've got the latest update for Stardew Valley coming up, and I just have this feeling, right, that Stardew Valley has got like a cult following, right? But I have a feeling that this will rejuvenate it a little bit, because now you can have, I think, 8 players in a farm thing. What do you call it? I forget.
Is it multiplayer?
The game? Yeah. So you used to only be able to have 4. Now you can have 8. So fantastic for streamers or people that have 8 friends. I don't, but good for you. And I think like the more of these kinds of games that get updates, I think maybe it will heal. We'll do some healing.
Wholesome
like Jen said.
Content.
Yeah. Wholesome content for sure.
Yeah.
Got Dragon's Dogma 2 out soon.
Yeah.
Tuesday.
A lot of people are excited.
That's coming on PC too, right? Or just PlayStation? Yeah.
PC and console.
I'm gonna get it on PC.
I might get it on console.
Really?
I'm
just talking about the fact that we got Helldivers.
No, I just y'all know me. I prefer the couch and big box TV couch experience. I just prefer.
That could be another big moment as well, because it's similar in Elden Ring doesn't hold your hand by telling you exactly where to go for quests.
Wait, are you writing? Are you previewing it?
No.
Okay.
I'm just going from the first. So the first game is very similar.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was about to say, give me more detail, please. But
no.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think it's going to be a lot of community participation, people helping each other, hopefully, like they did with Elden Ring.
Please.
Yeah. That's the kind of content I want to see on Twitter.
Yeah. You know how we had all the creator, the character creator, they put out.
Yeah.
That was just the most genius advertising campaign ever.
Yeah. No, because it's user-generated content. That's the great way to do it. People are going to be like, this is what I would look like in a Dragon.
They've been making all kind of characters, though, from celebrities and...
Someone should make us, if you guys are doing it. If you make us, tag us.
Right.
Yeah, if you do make us, tag us.
Yes.
I actually made Rhea Ripley, Doomcutie.
Yes, I did.
Yeah. So my
I know.
Be Rhea as a fighter.
Good stuff.
Right. Let's see. So do you want to go ahead and grab those 2 super chats, and then we can kind of just, because we're coming up on an hour and a half, and so I want to get to 2 minutes or questions.
I got them. All right. First one is from Sir X-Man, $2 super chat. Thank you so much. TikTok, Instagram, Twitter have corrupted the world. I'm not saying you're wrong, but I don't know if I can say you're right either, because
he kind of right.
Yeah.
Hey, I've seen some nice.
It just shed a light on a problem we
this.
apparently didn't know we had, which is everyone is batshit crazy.
I still enjoy those platforms. They have their place. And I will still be constantly flicking between them.
Yeah, that's where I get my
we've just got to be smarter about how we use them.
That's where I get my receipts. Valid.
That part.
Yeah. That's where we get the screenshots for the group chat, yeah?
Sorry, I messed up. Somebody was clicking something.
Sorry. The next one is Kaweeb. Excuse me if I pronounced that wrong. Y'all know I'm South and country. What's up, ladies? Keep up the good work. Thank you so much. We shall try. $4.99. Thank everybody for your super chats. What's up, Delilah? Are we gonna do questions?
I mean, we can. I don't really see any in the chat.
I haven't seen any questions. I haven't seen a single question.
Tidbits? Well, we didn't ask either.
Yeah.
Right.
But yes. So for our people who are new, we do questions at this point. So put your question, the word question, big bold print, and then your question behind it. But again, keep it somewhat shorter because again, with an hour and a half, we have guests. You know, be nice, be considerate.
Yeah, I feel like we've had a therapy session.
We really have.
Really have really talked out.
I loved it.
Yeah, we're not the ones that do like the 3-hour, 4-hour podcast.
No, we at least try to make it 2 hour max, at least. But no.
Oh, I love this question because I have an answer.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Tidbits. Let me see. I don't have any. Not this week.
Any tidbits?
I feel like there's something.
Play the finals.
I have a tidbit. I got one. If you listen to audiobooks on Amazon, they are having on Audible. Excuse me, they're having a sale. You better catch it while you can. They're having it for $3 for audiobooks. And hey, I just bought 3 of them last week. Well, no, this morning or sometime. Anyway, hey, get your read up. You can listen to it. Still good. It counts. We count it all.
Okay, so my tidbit, y'all know me, I'm trying to get more into anime. Mm-hmm. It's called Ninja, how you say it? Kamui?
Oh yeah, I don't know how you say that.
I cannot pronounce that, but it's on Max, and it is awesome.
It's also on Hulu, but
okay.
You'll get it quicker if on Max.
But oh man, y'all know me. Like I'm not big on the drama-based anime or the comedy-based anime. Mm-hmm. Like I'm not really. I mean, I get I'm not gonna mention one thing my husband watch all the time that I don't like, but whatever.
Well, now you have to.
One Piece.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Thank you, General Spartan 27 Ninja Kamui. I don't know how to pronounce that, but anyway, Ninja K.
I'm like, he put it there, but
I don't think so. You should have put a pronunciation guide with it.
Right, I still don't know how to pronounce it, so we're gonna wing it. But anyway, that anime is really, really intriguing. I'm finally catching on to. The first episode was insane, and the second episode was kind of worse. So I'm like, I have to keep watching this now, but definitely check it out. It's on Max, which used to be HBO. So check that out when you get a chance. And as Boogie said, it's also on, you said Hulu.
Yeah.
And so our Discord, I know you all have been chatting about it and using the little spoiler thing to hide the discussion.
We're nice, respectable people.
But thank you.
We try. Because
the FOMO worked. Okay, I'm like, what are they talking about? I have to know. So I am now watching that. And let me see what else. What's another tidbit? Go see, if you haven't seen it yet, go see Doom 2 in the theaters. Very great movie. Very
greatest film I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah, honest to God. I've only actually just watched Dune, the first one, before I went to see Dune 2. I don't know why I waited so long, but I'm glad I did because then I didn't have to wait so long between watching the second one.
So it's fresh. The story is fresh.
Yeah. But seeing it in the cinema was just like a religious experience. That's the best way I could put it. I felt sick. I wanted to cry. I got very, very emotional. It was just incredible. Yeah. If you haven't seen it yet, you've got to see it.
Like, wow, man. Very good writing.
So for me, coming up, some anime, Kaiju number 8, like some of the animations that I've seen for it. Look pretty cool. Sub is going to come out April 13th. Dub, but they haven't said, which I hate. And I don't care. I like watching dubs so that I can multitask.
Same.
So
like Solo Leveling, like half of it's dubbed and half of it isn't, and it's like annoying because I want to finish it, and I'm like, I need to hurry up and finish the remaining of it. So
so I started that show Shogun. Did you see it on HBO? On HBO, Hulu.
On Hulu.
It's
Samurai,
a period piece, so it's like
no. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, so it's a period piece. So it's like when the Portuguese and the Spanish and everybody were still, conquering, colonizing, areas. And this guy from Britain comes to basically Japan to try to get them to get the Portuguese out because they want another ally, right? But it's mainly in Japanese. The only time you see English is when he's talking to a translator. Otherwise, it's in Japanese. So I have to actually sit there and watch the movie. Like when people were asking me stuff, I have to pause and be like, huh? Yeah, but it's a good show. Great show.
Any other tidbits? Any suggestions? And mainly for Jen and Doomcutie, it's basically, it could be anything: movie, TV, food. It could be anything.
We love food here. We love food here.
Yeah, so you can suggest, try such and such. It could be any tidbit information, basically.
I'm just really obsessed with wrestling again now. So I've been watching loads of TV shows. Even I started watching Glow on Netflix, even though that came out years and years ago. I just wanted something actually uplifting and fun to watch about wrestling after watching some really depressing wrestling content. I watched The Iron Claw. Has anyone seen that?
No, but I heard. It was.
Oh yeah, so it's a very, very depressing movie about this family where basically everybody dies.
Oh man!
Yeah. Well, it's based on a true story. Everyone knows about it from the 80s. Fantastic film, so definitely still watch it. I then watched The Wrestler, which I've never seen as well. Again, pretty depressing. So then started watching Glow. So yeah, I've just been all into that content at the moment. So
that's the
I
one.
would advise watching Iron Claw to anybody.
Wait,
oh gosh.
Wait, before you go,
I was saying, Jen, the Glow is the one that's on Apple TV, right?
It's on Netflix here, but I know over there it's probably on a different.
Then it might be a different show that I'm thinking of, because there's a women wrestling show that's on Apple TV.
It is about women wrestling, yeah.
Oh, okay.
It stands for Glamorous Ladies Wrestling, I think.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, go ahead.
Different country, different things. No, I was going to say two different things. I've been seeing a lot more content about Forza Horizon 5, and that is my comfort game. You all have your comfort games. I can slide in there anytime, and it's fantastic. So I've been seeing lots of user-generated content around that. So I'm probably going to jump into that sometime today during this week. That's in regards to gaming, but in regards to outside of that, I've been reading Akator, A Court of Thorns and Roses, and A Court of
Sarah J. Maas and all that hotness.
You know what? I've finished the first one. I'm about halfway through the second one, and I there's just so much tension. Okay, there's a lot of tension and not enough deeply describing the moment.
I love the handy moment. I love the moment.
I'm there.
That. But
I'm kind of
have you read Bride? It just dropped. Vampire Werewolf. Little ABO.
Honey, I've got a Kindle. Let's.
Oh, girl, we here. We here.
Okay.
Yeah.
You found your kindred smut.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So that's been real. I can see why it's so
y'all should jump in our Discord. We can talk about all.
I'm on the Discord, but your Discord, babes, it goes off, and I can't keep up. And I'm in a lot of Discords, and I'm I just don't know where the filter is. I don't know how to manage that. I'm still working on that. Outside of that, I'm desperate. I need Bridgerton now.
Yes.
I need season 3 right now. Now. I need it. I need Penny. I need Penny. I need.
What season is it on now?
3,
4.
3. Is it, okay, wait.
3.
Well, they did the Queen spin-off, right?
Okay, so Queen Charlotte is not part. It's a prequel.
Okay. It's okay.
Queen Charlotte. Oh,
Oh
I love you.
I know. It was like they were just showing the trailer for it the other day while I was watching, and I like started tearing up. My sister's like, "What's wrong with you?" I'm like, "It's such a beautiful story."
I love it.
I just need it. So I'm rewatching everything just because.
Hopefully it's not like season 2 though. Like you said, I don't want the slow burn, and then you're like,
and then kind of just like a meh.
Yeah.
The end, like
right.
Well, look, there's a scene. Okay, so if you've read the books, there's a scene.
She has.
My God, if that CHAREECE knows, if they don't put that in there, I will riot. I will riot.
If it's the scene, I think you're talking. I don't think they can put that in there.
Yeah, they can. Surely.
Yes, they can. If season 1 was like season 1 was, right? They could put that in there. Have you forgotten?
Okay, so I know what you're saying. We haven't seen that amount of detail before.
Yeah.
But if they don't give that woman and that man, you know, he's showing up. He's like, no, this is needed. Women like this, okay? She deserves this, okay? Look, you wanted tidbits. I gave you the whole goddamn meal.
Hey, we'll take it. We'll take it.
Yeah.
Bridgerton season 3 needs to drop yesterday.
Oh man.
And I'll add one more, and we don't have to do any more. But The Gentleman, I really enjoyed it. It's on Netflix, and it's British. It's by Guy Ritchie, and I don't know. I've always liked his stuff.
Guy Ritchie,
and that type of thing.
Yeah.
That's why I could talk to Jen all the time. Like, I just talk to me. I just want to hear the British voice.
Yeah.
Lady, I would have thought you were a Bridgerton girl. Like, I thought
she's not.
Have you tried? Start with Queen Charlotte, okay?
Yes.
It's on Netflix. It's on Netflix.
Yes.
Yeah.
I will try. I will try. But I'm not.
Oh my God, it's adorable.
Yeah, start with Queen Charlotte. I agree.
Y'all on one.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Your tears. You will have wet eyes and wet other places. All at the same time.
For real.
It's a great time.
Hey, she's not wrong. Like,
so I'm gonna get whopped. That's what you're
getting. You get whopped in the eyes and in the.
Yes, Farmer George is your ideal.
Yo, we got other questions.
Charlotte, right?
My bad.
Charlotte is just like this fierce. No, fuck you. I love you. I've sworn a lot. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Got it.
Because then older Charlotte is a trip too. You know, sorrows, prayers.
Yes.
Yes.
Prayers. And you just, because the thing is, right, Queen Charlotte is like, when you see her in the first season, right, she's like this over the top, like, you know, she has a little bit of, you know, sometimes, and she likes parties.
Okay.
You know,
Okay.
Yeah, but she's had like 9 kids. Okay, that's how much she loved her husband. But her husband is like, you know, he's old and like, I'm not gonna like ruin it for you, but something happened, and this tells you the story of like what happened, and it's so heart-wrenching, like, but so good. And then you realize, and then
oh my God.
You know what?
You only have like a month, right? Or is it like next week? Is it next week?
That's enough time. I'll figure it out.
Hold on. Let's Google
the next season comes out
May 13th.
Oh, you got time.
And really, for the dudes who are listening, watch and pay attention, because if you do this shit,
you might learn something. You might learn some stuff.
The legs gonna be, you know.
Like, all I'm saying is, for all the guys that go in our DMs and are like, hey, if you said to me, you are breathtaking, you make the moon and the sun shine, you know, you shine brighter than those. If you honestly, even if you copied it like word for word, I'd be like,
right.
Be like, I've never read this before. No, I'm kidding.
Instead of
Rest in peace, your
unsolicited
DMs
dick
now.
Right? Exactly.
Right?
For sure.
But if you do
Serenade,
you gotta share though with class if you get DMs like that, like screenshots sent to us. That way we can all laugh and giggle.
I mean, you gonna get to the group chat. Either you gonna do something hella good or you gonna do something crazy. So just make sure you get the first part.
All right. Did we get any of these questions?
Yes, we do. We got 4 questions now.
But I'm saying we haven't done none of them.
No.
That's sad. All right, let's hurry
So
up.
we can run through them real quick because it's only 4. So no more questions. We're not gonna take any more after these. So the first one is from Legendary Yobi. It says, ladies' question: if you had an unlimited budget, what type of game would you make?
I already know Delilah's answer, but can I answer
Go
for
first?
you?
Yeah.
Can I answer yours?
Yeah.
Is it Record 2?
Yeah.
All right, cool. That's her answer.
Yes.
She does. For me, I want it to be like I want it to be like futuristic, like cyberpunk-esque. And I think like Cyberpunk 2077 is like the closest of what I wanted my personal game to be.
Would it still be a shooter, or are you just?
No, it's gonna be a shooter RPG, just like Cyberpunk.
Yeah. We just want our choices to matter. You know?
Yeah,
Got it.
your choices will matter 12 hours down the road. So yes.
Okay.
All right,
anybody else?
Or anybody else? We all.
I have a game, and it's sort of it's story driven, not a shooter, decision based game, and essentially you wake up and you don't know whether you're an angel or a demon, and you have to make decisions throughout the game, and there'll be a tipping point from your decisions where it'll be like, okay, and you go to heaven or hell or whatever. So it's like the replayability of it. You can and maybe there could be like hidden things. Maybe if you get like a perfect like 50-50, maybe you get rewarded and you get to be a human again or something like that.
Interesting.
Yeah, not a shooter, not as exciting or sexy as that, but we could certainly do something with the graphics, maybe customize.
What genre? What genre would this be? What genre?
Would be like story-driven RPG.
Got it. Okay.
I would play it. I would play it.
It's very bookish, isn't it?
Human as the reward. That to me, that's the only thing. I'm like, being human is the reward. I don't know about that.
No.
Imagine like that's not reward.
No. The reward is that you find out who you are. Are you an angel? Are you a demon? But maybe if you get like 50-50, maybe there's like, like an achievement or whatever, like a rare achievement, and it's like, oh, you got like rewarded for being equal, so you get to be human again.
Interesting. Anything, Jen? You got anything? No.
Oh, I'd probably make a dating sim with loads of messy romances called Can I Fix Him? Just that's what I get on the record. Like, Baldur's Gate, I go for Historian. Dragon's
Can I
Age,
fix him?
Dragon's
That's
Age.
amazing.
That's
I go for
perfect.
Starless. And like the whole game for me revolves around trying to fix these men. So I should make it just an actual game.
Jen, I've got a flip on that. Maybe it's not men, but this is like, I don't know about you guys, but I was always put next to the naughty boy in class. So maybe it's like, I don't know, something along those lines, and like you have to like make them better and really relive that trauma. Being a girl.
I think I punched the boy one year for that. Like the teacher put me, he just kept bothering me. So I I just say, can you not? I'm trying to listen. It's like I'm trying to shame this like 12-year-old to just shut up. I'm like, bro, look at what I'm doing and look what you're doing. Like
that could be like the intro of my game, the start of Can I Fix Him?
Yeah.
Man.
Yo, I love the title already.
I know, right?
Yo, I'm
if you're watching, you're welcome.
We see it.
Legendary Kobe had 2-parters, so I'm gonna go ahead and pull his over. And it was, who is your dream guest on your podcast?
I mean, it's a pinned tweet in the
It's a pinned tweet. So we even got, just go read that pinned tweet.
Read the pinned tweet. That'll answer your question.
Yeah, so I know it's not, but so I know you all also do your own podcast and what would be your dream guest on your podcast?
Me. I don't do a podcast. I've got no aspirations to do a podcast. So Doomcutie can answer this one.
Yeah.
I think we share the same dream guest.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Cool.
Although I have a feeling, and she should go on yours first. But yeah, that would be.
I mean, that would be lovely,
be
right?
Nice to be like
Sarah, honey, you've loved
go.
my Xbox nails in the past. Like, come on, and we're not even mutual followers. Like, I feel like I deserve like a bit of, I spent 3 hours in this getting that little Starfield logo on my teeny tiny nails because I have teeny tiny nail beds. Just saying, yes, GWG podcast. Then COAG.
Got it. Okay. Awesome.
Right. We'll have to start harassing her together.
For real.
Oh yeah.
All right. So the next one of you all can get this one.
I got it.
I don't want
to. I got it. I'll read it. It's a question. I'll read it. Jizzle, he has a question. It's official. Jizzle. In case you missed it, Braid Anniversary Edition is releasing on April 30th. On a scale of 1 to 10, ladies, how excited are you?
A -3.
I don't even know.
I've already beat the game.
I'd never heard of it.
I don't know what it is. With the red string.
No, it's the game where it's like Mario, but you can rewind time and manipulate.
Yeah. It's like what, 10 years old, and they've been promising this anniversary edition for like forever and a day. I am not gonna believe it until I actually see it.
I've already completed the title. I got all the achievements. I am like, I don't need to.
No, it's gonna come out April 30. It's official on their website.
Is it on Game Pass?
No, it's
because
next.
Sorry, Jizzle.
All right. I'll take the last one. If you can erase a game from existence, what would it be? Oh,
Spawn.
Easy. This is too easy.
Death Stranding. What's up?
How I knew she was gonna say that.
Okay.
There's a story there though, y'all. So
I'd rather watch the movie. If y'all, I'm telling you, don't.
Oh yeah, don't sell me a movie in a game. Yeah,
I'm not interested in it either, so don't worry. No hate from me.
They could have kept that. They could have made a Metal Gear Solid 6 or
and
something. But I know he wasn't
here. Like, what the fuck am I watching?
I'm watching a 2-hour movie. And I'm walking. It's UPS. It's a delivery. It's delivery. I'm delivering condoms, socks, shoelaces, and magazines. And if my shoes busted, the efficiency of my walking is like lessened. Y'all got it, man. Y'all got it. That's training.
For me, it's the game that. Wow, how do I say this? Golem.
Oh
yeah.
Nothing of value was lost.
Yeah.
I would probably race Roblox. I think it's ruined a generation of children.
Really?
There's wild shit on Roblox.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
Whoa! So we got. I did not expect to hit that one. I did not expect Roblox.
You'll be the subculture of Roblox.
Yeah.
On the surface, it's supposed to be, it's a kid game, and they do things up there, but there's like you go under.
So it's a dark I've heard
on there. Yeah. That and the whole like getting kids into microtransactions so young after the Robux, it leaves a bad taste in my mouth. Don't like it at all.
Yeah, it's very predatory.
Yeah,
for sure.
All right. Anything else? Cerise, you got one? No.
But I would.
Maybe?
Oh my god. Old game, very old. Hunter the Reckoning Redeemer. It was the only game I took back to the store because I beat it in 6 hours.
And Hunter the Reckoning was so good. Not Redeemer, but the original Hunter the Reckoning. I liked the original Hunter. Yeah. Okay. What's the other one?
I don't have. That was it.
Okay. All right. Also, we can go ahead and do outros. We made it, y'all. We got like 7 minutes left of the show.
Right?
We got outros. This is perfect timing. Good job. Good job.
I mean, we are very punctual and tight with our time. We appreciate everybody's time, you know.
Yes.
We got things to do as well. So I think 2 hours is like the sweet spot.
Yeah, same.
Yes,
All right. So we'll just go ahead and get to the outros. I guess I'll start with our guest first. I guess we'll go left to right, and we'll go with you, Jen. Tell the folks where they can find you, etc., etc.
So I'm just Jenbox360 on Twitter and Instagram, and you can find me over at Windows Central, writing over there. That's me. See ya.
Short and sweet, just like you, Jen. Thank you so much for having me on, and thank you for letting me get on my little soapbox and have a bit of a rant, as they say. And you know what, if things are clipped, I really couldn't give a shit. You can find me Doomcutie everywhere, Instagram, TikTok, X, Twitter, whatever you call it. Confession of a Gamer Girl, we go live so it's Wednesday 8 p.m. AEST, so I believe that's 1 a.m. Pacific time on Wednesday, so a little bit early for you guys, but if you're a night owl, great, but if not, you can always watch the VOD back, that's fine. And yeah, I have another video to edit for Coag in the Wild, which is my series where we actually go to gaming events and we talk to people at the events about women in gaming. So I'll have another episode of that out because I went to an event yesterday. And outside of that, I will be working my real life job, not in spaces on Twitter. Thank you so much for having me on.
No problem.
If you guys didn't know, I think it's like midnight where Jen is, and it's like 7 a.m. where
7:15.
Yeah, so we started at 5 a.m. for Doom. So yeah, thank you.
My alarm went off at 4:30.
Thank you so much, because I know that's tough.
Yeah,
getting up that early and staying up that late. We appreciate you all.
We had to show up, you know.
Aww.
And it is going to take me 20 minutes to get up off this floor once this podcast ends.
Oh man,
in my sexy ankle boots and my crutches.
I love it.
All right, lady, go ahead.
Thank you, Doom. Thank you, Jen, for coming and joining us today. We appreciate your time. We appreciate your input and your thoughts on what we've been as women been going through for the last few weeks. And I will thank my lovely besties for being themselves and just making me laugh and just enjoying what I do on Saturday all the time. I'll do some recordings sometime this weekend, so I have at least maybe a couple of videos for you guys before I go to Boston. Don't be a stranger, be respectful, but if you see me, say hi. Don't act like you got some home training, because I promise you I will put you in your place in the middle of Boston if I have to. Don't get it twisted. Make sure you watch this. Yeah. I'm telling you. Make sure you check out our merch store. Make sure you check out our TikTok, our Instagram. Make sure you check us out every Saturday. We getting closer to 300, and we're gonna need some ideas pretty soon. So hit us what you got on the Twitter feed, and just thank you so much for hanging out with us today.
Yeah. All right, LBOOGIE.
All right, it's LBOOGIE0208 everywhere. Those are my gamer tags as well. Thank you guys for joining us today. Thank you all the people listening, especially all the people on Twitter. I mean, you guys are on fire today. Twitter is up to like 258 people. Appreciate all you guys. Make sure you guys come over to YouTube, follow us there, follow the GWG Twitter. And yeah, we love you. Thank you for coming.
Yep. CHAREECE.
All right, everybody. It's your girl CHAREECE here again. Thank you, Jen. Thank you, Doomcutie. Had an excellent conversation. Greatly enjoyed y'all coming over. I have giggled so much today. Thank you to the chats. And remember, people, COVID is still around. People are still gathering in places. Remember to wash your hands, wash your ass. Wear a mask if you're sick, or just stay your ass at home. But yes, it's your girl CHAREECE here. Y'all can always find me lurking in somebody's DMs, reading all the good gossip, and then sending it to the ladies if need be. But yes, we'll see y'all next week. Or will we? I don't know.
Will we?
Anyway, I don't know. We'll see.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Maybe.
I'm gonna be here. I ain't be here next week. I don't know about y'all.
We might be here. Who knows? So yeah, you all know you can follow me on Twitter at Delilah_HD and catch me right here on GWG. Thank you all for rocking out with us. We appreciate y'all. Thank you, Jen, and thank you, Doomcutie. And we'll catch y'all in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.